What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. So today I woke up, got all the videos done on the channel, had to go to the dentist appointment. I didn't have any cavities. It's been a great day thus far, and I decided, since I'm wearing a Luka Doncic shirt today, that we're gonna blow up the Dallas Mavericks. That's basically what we're doing today. So it's been a good day thus far. And like I said, I uploaded on both channels, or my other two channels, this morning. So if you guys want to go watch those, check those out. Both links are in the description. That's a quick plug real quick because I've been grinding on those two channels. I want to continue to see those grow. So if you guys could help me out with that, both links in the description. Whenever you want to click on that, I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, obviously, like I said, we're blowing up the Dallas Mavericks. We're trading everybody around Luka Doncic. Make sure you guys smash the like button on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. On the road to 20,000 subs over here. And other than that, let's go ahead and blow up the Dallas Mavericks around Luka Doncic. Taking a look at the Mavericks roster like we always do, we got Luka Doncic, Porzingis, who's been, somewhat underwhelming for the Mavericks. They traded for him. It was really exciting at the time, and injuries have just kind of plagued him so far. But hey, you never know. Maybe he'll bounce back eventually. Jalen Brunson, Tim Hardaway, Josh Richardson, Willie Cauley-Stein, Dwight Powell, Trey Burke, JJ Redick, Boban, Dorian Finney-Smith, Max Kleber, Nico Melli, Josh Green, and Tyrell Terry. And you got some other guys down here. So this team, honestly, really what it needs, like if I wasn't like blowing this team up, what it really needs is a third star, and they need Porzingis to stay healthy. That's some big needs they need. So but obviously we're blowing them up, so that doesn't really matter for us today. We're going to move everybody to their best position real quick. That way we have the best possibility of getting some good players here. So Trey Burke is going to be fine. JJ Redick, good. Boban is up to 78 at power forward, which is just ridiculous. Finney-Smith is a 73 overall. Kleber, power forward. Yep, there he is, already there. Nico Melli, Josh Green, Tyrell Terry, and that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the two young guys at the bottom. We have Josh Green and Tyrell Terry. Hopefully these two could give me something pretty good to start things off. So Tyrese Maxey pops up from the Philadelphia 76ers. Bobby Portis, Marcus Cousins, Chris Dunn, Kendrick Nunn, Devontae Graham, Hassan Whiteside, Mitchell Robinson, Maurice Wagner, Blake Griffin, Zeke, TJ McConnell, Hamdou Diallo, Jay Sean Tate, Jakob Poeltl, Moses Brown, Naz Reid, Zach Collins, and so there's the Tyrese Maxey, and I think I'm gonna do the Tyrese Maxey deal. Honestly, Tyrese Maxey becomes a beast in 2K, so gonna give us a nice backup point guard, or who knows, maybe he eventually starts. Ideally, I don't want him to start, but we'll run with that. So next we have Nico Melli and Max Kleber. PJ Tucker pops up. Dean Wade, Beverly, John Kachar, Tony Snell, Trevor Ariza. What is Ariza listed at? Ariza is listed at power forward, so he might go up quite a bit at small forward. For 1 year of Trevor Ariza, that actually wouldn't be too bad to have. I'm looking at PJ Tucker, Trevor Ariza, and I think I'm gonna do the Trevor Ariza deal, and we also get Udonis Haslem. So Ariza, please tell me he'll go up like 2 overall. He's up 3 overall, so that's a major W. So Trevor Ariza would be a really nice fit in Dallas, honestly. So welcome to the team. Finney-Smith, JJ Redick is next, making a decent amount of money. You have Danny Green popping up, Brook Lopez, Larry Nance Jr., Beverly, Tony Snell, Kleber, Chris Silva, Terrence Ross, Dennis Smith Jr., Jakob Poeltl. I think I'm gonna do the Brook Lopez deal. Bring in Brook Lopez for the year, 79 overall center. Not complaining about that. And next, Boban and Josh Richardson. I'm gonna throw our Trey Burks down here as well. So I'm gonna throw Trey Burke and Boban together, and then I'll start to individually trade everybody. So Daniel Tyus, you got Ivica Zubac and Nicholas Batum. We trade a first-round pick. Honestly, wouldn't hate that. Duncan Robinson. I honestly like the Zubac deal. I think I like the Zubac deal. I'm gonna do the Zubac deal. We get Nicholas Batum as well, another forward that we can move to small forward. I think he goes up if I'm not mistaken, so love that. Some more forward depth. So now looking at the team, the bench is already looking good. Now we can kind of look for some starters. So Josh Richardson, let's see what I can get for Mr. Richardson here. Tristan Thompson as a backup big, honestly wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Mitchell Robinson, Doug McDermott, Hamdou Diallo. I think Mitchell Robinson is probably the best player to get. I just want to make sure I'm not just constantly getting the same players in each video. I know I haven't got Tristan Thompson, and I know I haven't got Mitchell Robinson in a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab Mitchell Robinson here because he's gonna be a starting center, and we're cool with that. So next we got, so let's see, Brook Lopez, Tim Hardaway is on the board. Do we throw Tim Hardaway and Dwight Powell together, kind of see what pops up? George Hill, Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, Hassan Whiteside, Josh Richardson, Otto Porter, Miles Turner. Okay, Miles Turner is definitely interesting. Lou Dort, Malik Beasley, Lou Dort, and Moses Brown, not to mention. Lou Dort's been a beast in real life, though, low key. So kind of like the idea of that trade, I'm not gonna lie. But we have a center already as it is. The Kevin Love deal is interesting. I think it would be relatively interesting to have him here next to and then there's the Miles Turner one, which I think is probably the best one out of this. So Miles Turner, if we move him to power forward, pretty sure he goes up quite a bit. So Miles Turner at the power forward is an 84 overall. So welcome to the team, Miles Turner. And then Willie Cauley-Stein still needs to go as well. I'll take anything kind of simple here. Grayson Allen, Malik Monk, Derek Favors. We've got enough bigs, so I'm kind of trying to stay away from bigs. Kelly Olynyk, Jakob Poeltl, Tony Bradley, Jared Vanderbilt, Draymond Green, and Davis Bertans. Davis Bertans low-key would be a really nice shooter, to have. So Davis Bertans, welcome to the Mavericks. All right, so boom, look at just like that. We have a lot of forward depth for sure. There's a lot going on. A lot of shooters though, which is good. So Jalen Brunson. So we have Jalen Brunson and Porzingis left to trade, and that will do it. So Jarrett Allen pops up, and I get him too much. Someone mentioned that to me in the last video, so I'm gonna try not to do that today. Mayo quickly, Bruce Brown, Monte Morris, Kid Lewis Jr. The Mano quickly deal. Ooh, Keldon Johnson. I don't think I've ever gotten Keldon Johnson before, really, at all. Honestly, I don't think I've ever gotten Keldon Johnson in a video. So Keldon Johnson, welcome to the Mavericks. And okay, so looking at it now, before we do this last final trade, we probably have a lot of depth at forward right now, like a lot. So Keldon Johnson is listed at power forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Keldon Johnson to small forward. Not that it makes much of a difference, but I'm gonna move him there anyway. So we have Luka, Tyrese Maxey, Porzingis, Miles Turner to replace Porzingis, Zubac, Brook Lopez. There's so many bigs, so we need guard depth. There's just way too many forwards and bigs. Honestly, I've kind of gone overboard. So whatever I trade here, I need to trade for a guard. Porzingis for a guard is inevitable. We have to. So Porzingis, and I'll even throw, just kidding, I can't. So Porzingis and nothing else for a guard, please. Tobias Harris, Middleton, Vucevic, Colin Sexton, Marcus Morris, Valanciunas, Tyler Hero, Oladipo, Rozier, Mike Conley, Tyrese Halliburton, Julius Randle. If I didn't need a forward, Dinwiddie, I'm not in love with that one. TJ Warren, Kyle Lowry. Okay, Kyle Lowry's interesting, but it doesn't get me that excited. DeRozan, Thunder, D'Angelo Russell, and Andrew Wiggins. So none of these trades really excited me that much. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw, I have so many forwards as it is. Let me throw Keldon Johnson with him. If I can get like a better forward or a better guard out of somebody, that would just be. So Jamal Murray pops up, which honestly would be a huge upgrade at the guard spot, because we, like I said, we really, and then there's Shea, but I've gotten Shea plenty of times. So Jamal Murray is going to be a Denver Nugget. We're trading Keldon Johnson as well. I know I would prefer to keep him. If I could keep him, actually, I would love to do that if I could. So let me say I give you Dougie McThunder buckets instead, and you give me JaVale McGee. Okay, never mind. I don't think they're gonna do this. So I'm just gonna go back to the original trade. Jamal Murray, and we trade Keldon Johnson. We get Zeke, and boom, now looking at it, Jamal Murray, Luka. We're gonna probably move Jamal Murray to shooting guard. So Jamal Murray at the 2 is up to an 88 overall. So looking at the roster now, you got Luka Doncic, Jamal Murray, Trevor Ariza, Miles Turner, Mitchell Robinson, Zubac, Brook Lopez, Davis Bertans, Doug McDermott. Bro, there's so many forwards down here. I'm gonna move Maxey to shooting guard because I think he'll go up to a 78 overall. Would like to see him in the rotation other than all these forwards. So all right, so he's gonna kick out Doug McDermott and Batum. Okay, and then I think last but not least, I could probably move like either Zubac, or I'd probably move Brook Lopez to power forward and Bertans to the 3, and I think that would make our rotation look even better. Bertans goes down, but it's okay. It's not the biggest deal in the world, because I know Brook Lopez will go up quite a bit at power forward. So he goes up 3, and this will be the final rotation. Luka Doncic, Jamal Murray, Trevor Ariza, Miles Turner, Mitchell Robinson, Brook Lopez, Zubac, Tyrese Maxey, and Doug McDermott. I'm actually going to kick out Doug McDermott for Davis Bertans, just because why not? So like in that, ooh, you know what else I could do actually is instead, I think Doug McDermott will go up quite a bit at small forward to a 79 overall. So instead of Davis Bertans, we'll throw Doug McDermott there instead. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Boom. Okay, wait, McDermott's starting now over Trevor Ariza. Okay, I guess that's fine. Proficiency wise, 3.5 at balanced, and that is all we can get. So definitely a very interesting looking Mavericks roster. Did I make the team better or worse? I would like to think I made it better, right? I'd like to think so anyway. But we're gonna go ahead and simulate season number 1, see what 2K thinks, and we'll have to definitely see if this roster is good enough to compete, or did we just make this team really bad? And Luka Doncic is your MVP, 37, 9, and 11. The man is just unstoppable in 2K, so, you know, that's just kind of inevitable. We knew that. Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball for the Charlotte Hornets. Larry Nance, 6th man. Giannis Defensive Player. Darius Garland, Most Improved. And Steve Nash, Coach of the Year. And Junior Humphreys, Executive. And just like that, All-NBA First Team Luka Doncic, Damian Lillard, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid. All-NBA Second Team Russell Westbrook, Steph, Julius Randle, Kevin Durant, and Karl-Anthony Towns. And then you got James Harden, Shea, AD, Jimmy Butler, and Nikola Jokic. All defensive first team and offensive second team. So looking at the player stats, we went 55 and 27, or the standing, or the record, I should say. We're not looking at the stats just yet. Now we are. Player stats, 37 from Luka, 25 from Jamal Murray, 12 from Doug McDermott, and then you got 10 from Miles Turner, 10 from Zubac, 9, 9, 8, and 4 and 0.3 from Mr. Baton. So now we are playing the Utah Jazz, who are the 7th seed out west. They got Mike Conley, Mitchell, Ingles, Favors, Rudy Gobert, Clarkson, Bojan, Ursan Silva, Royce O'Neal. So a little disrespectful of a record to the Jazz, because like in real life they some ballers, obviously. So we'll definitely have to see if we can knock this team off. Somebody current round against Utah Jazz, and it was a close one, but we did end up beating them in 6 games, and now we get to play the Los Angeles Clippers. The Mavericks did play the Clippers in the bubble, and there's a lot of people that argue that if Porzingis was healthy throughout that series, the Mavericks would have beat the Clippers in that series, which isn't crazy to say. But Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, Boogie Cousins, Marcus Morris, Beverly, Boban, Luke Kennard, and Trey Burke. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Somebody current round against them, and we sweep them. Wow, okay. So, and then the Phoenix Suns took care of the Los Angeles Lakers. So just like that, we're in the Western Conference Finals already. So W's all around. Now I get to play the Phoenix Suns, who obviously have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal, Jay Crowder, Aiden, Cameron Johnson, Frank Kaminsky, Dario Saric, and Cameron Payne, and Torrey Craig. So still winning current round against the Phoenix Suns, and we sweep them. Wow. Okay, so just like that, we've only lost 2 games in the playoffs this far, and that was in the first round against the Utah Jazz. And now we get to play the Brooklyn Nets, which isn't going to be an easy task, because obviously you got the big 3, Kyrie, Harden, and KD to deal with. And you got Blake Griffin off the bench and Spencer Dinwiddie, because they have him healthy in 2K. So, still in game 1. They're up 1-0 to start things off. No surprise there. 41-10 from James Harden. Luka did his best, but at the end of the day, you are playing the Brooklyn Nets, but we do even it up. So, you know, the hope is not all gone, as Luka Doncic drops 53 points in game 2, which is just insane. Game 3, they're up 2-1. So, yeah, 45, 10, and 10. Luka's doing the best he can, but he's not getting a ton of help from anybody else. Hopefully we get some help in game 4 as we do even the series up. So just like that, the Mavericks beat the Nets 150-143. So very close game, tight back and forth. We're going to go ahead and go to Simcast for the rest of this, because this could be very interesting. So we're in Brooklyn for game 5. Let's see if we can steal one and take them back to Dallas and potentially win this championship. But nope, looks like we're going to get blown out 105-132. Luka Doncic did his best, 38-17. But at the end of the day, we got blown out. Nothing you can do about it. So let's go ahead and see if we can win game 6 and force a game 7. They come out swinging, and it looks like they are gonna obliterate us. They beat us pretty bad in game 5 and 6, so that's very unfortunate. Jamal Murray was a little bit more helpful, but the Nets go on to win the championship. But we made it all the way to the NBA Finals in the very first season, at the very least. But hey, we have another offseason that we can make some more changes. We're not gonna have a draft pick, because like we just, you know, the Mavericks don't really have any of their picks anymore. So I'm gonna go Randy Martin here for my trainer, and we're gonna go straight to player options, because no rookie signing. Might have gotten a second rounder, but yeah, window more, and it looks like they declined it for me, so whatever. Sam Merrill, I'm gonna go ahead and decline that, and then qualifying offers, nobody. And then free agency wise, we have Kawhi Leonard as a free agent. Do I have money to sign him? I do not, but I think I could free up money. You know, pairing Kawhi Leonard and Luka up would be a lot of fun. Miles Turner and Brook Lopez, let me see what I can get for these guys. Brandon Clark, Kyle Anderson, DeAndre Hunter, and Clint Capella would be a nice wing, and we get a center out of Clint Capella. There's also Jonathan Isaac, who pops up, Malcolm Brogdon, Jeremy Grant. So there is some good offers out here. D'Angelo Russell. We don't need backcourt. I do like this trade a lot. We get, oh, Brook Lopez trade value is kind of crazy right now, low key. So I'm going to go ahead and do the DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella trade. And just like that, we'll have Clint Capella and Mitchell Robinson down low. We'll have one of them coming off the bench, though, obviously. So, and then I'm going to throw, I think, Zubac and Davis Bertans out there, kind of see what else pops up. Miles Bridges, Buddy Hield, Chumo Kiki, Steven Adams, Isaiah Stewart. And then Jay Crowder, Raymond Green, Thomas Bryant, Troy Brown Jr. So I guess this would free up some cap space if nothing else. You know, we might be able to free up. We might honestly be able to sign Kawhi, like I said. DeAndre Hunter, Troy Brown, and we have no power forward right now. And then there's Mitchell Robinson, Clint Capella. Do we have enough to go for Kawhi Leonard? We're $3 million off, so we could definitely free up enough to do it. So who would I trade though? Troy Brown Jr. probably is the one that makes the most sense. Let's just go ahead and get rid of him. I know we just got him, and the Thunder want to give me, or the Hawks want to give me a really good pick. But if Kawhi Leonard wants to come to Dallas, you know, I wouldn't mind, and he does not. Okay, what about Chris Paul or DeRozan? You know, I did an article. Let's do it. You know what? I just read an article on Bleacher Report about DeMar DeRozan to actually John Collins would be nice too. I was literally about to go into something, but if I can get John Collins instead of DeMar, I think I would rather do that. And Kawhi goes to Detroit. Okay, so out of all the teams he could have picked, he picks the Detroit Pistons. W, I guess. For the Pistons anyway. So we got Luka Doncic, Jamal Murray, Tyrese Maxey, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, and then Clint Capella, Mitch Robinson, Zeke. So we definitely need a backup forward. We need a backup forward, and then we're chilling. So let's go trade Zeke and Paul Reed, and let me see if I can get a backup forward. I see Matisse Thybulle. I also see Larry Nance, and then I think I'll sign TJ McConnell to be my backup point guard. I think he's usually a pretty good backup. So never mind, he's going to San Antonio. Okay, Josh Hart instead to be my small forward. And boom, all right, boom. So we got our brand new rotation with Luka, Jamal Murray, Tyrese Maxey, DeAndre Hunter, Josh Hart, John Collins, Larry Nance, and Clint Capella and Mitchell Robinson. W. So literally call us the Dallas Hawks right now, because we have 3 former Atlanta Hawks players. Did we just make like a ton of trades with the Hawks? I'm not even sure. But we literally got Capella, Collins, and Hunter from them. So yeah, nice. All right, let's go ahead. Simulate season number 2 with this brand new rotation, and let's see this time around if we can make it all the way and win this championship. Rebuilder of all time, because this team just went 70-12. I'm totally kidding about that first part. That's just not even humble for me to say, and I'm not actually the best rebuilder of all time, but I do like what I do. But 70-12, let's go, baby. We got the Mavericks at 70-12. Luka Doncic, All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, James Harden, Kyrie AD, All-NBA third team, Dame, Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, and we're playing the Golden State Warriors. I don't expect to lose a single game in the playoffs. All right, that's a little bit too much of expectations, but still, I think this team is going to be really, really dominant in the playoffs. We have defense, we have it all, man. We have Luka Doncic. That's all that freaking matters. So let's go to the Golden State Warriors, and they got Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond. So this is somewhat of a scary 8th seed. They also have Jalen Suggs and Jaden Springer, so I'm a little intimidated, but similar current round, and we go ahead and beat them in 5 games. So W, we did lose a game, but it's all right. Now we get to play the Denver Nuggets. So I have Monte, James, Porzingis, and Jokic. Oh my gosh, I just thought about that. I traded Porzingis to the Nuggets, and they have a front court of Porzingis and Jokic now, which is definitely interesting. I don't know how well it would work, but it's definitely interesting. So my current round, and we beat them in 4, so they were no match. And now we get to play the New Orleans Pelicans, which the Pelicans can usually be scary. But you know, when you have a Luka Doncic, you're just not scared of anybody. You beat them in 6 games, and it's totally fine. And now we get to play the Philadelphia 76ers, Ben Simmons, Shake Milton, Josh Green, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Matisse, JaMychal Green, Tyrell Terry. Do we beat this 76ers team? Or yes, we do. We beat them in 5 games, and just like that, the Dallas Mavericks are NBA champions. So we blew up the team around Luka, and we made a completely different roster. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't already. Like I said, if you're bored and you're not doing anything, go check out those other 2 channels in the links description down below, man. I would really appreciate it. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.